Very good evening to our viewers. Thank you for joining us tonight on the evening review. My name is Toivo Chebela. Tonight on the platform, we are joined by Prophet Erastus Nghuulikwa. He is a pastor at the Throne of Grace Ministry, and he is concerned, the good prophet is concerned about the fate of men in the country and the boy child. We are going to discuss that. Thank you very much, Mr. Nghuulikwa, for always making time to come around. We'll get right into it. You are talking about social justice for men. What
Right.
concerns you the most about the state of men in the country at the moment?
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Toivo. So always good to host me.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are talking about social justice of men for men. Yeah, you know, we have a pressing issue in the society right now, whereby we have mental health decaying, mental health of the men, and you know, when you look at it at a different angle, you find out that the boy child or the men are deprived of social justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a concern.
In what way do you think we are deprived of that?
Yeah, so you look at the laws now. The laws are kind of too feminist, and when people are addressing the issue, especially of domestic violence, to say the issue of social evil that are happening in the country, people are pressing more on the men, on the boy child.
Yeah.
But there's a cause. There is something that needs to be addressed from all the angles. Because I see people are just concentrating on one angle. They're just saying, men, you are killing us, men, you are killing people.
Yeah.
But they are not actually investigating what is the issue? How are we going to go about it to solve this problem?
Yeah. I mean, the truth is that men are killing women. There's been isolated cases where women have killed men, but predominantly domestic violence is the other way around, where a man is abusing his partner, or they are killing them, or they are injuring them. We can't equate these two.
Yeah, we can equate, but my point is that, you know, I've found out, I've investigated, you know, I'm a pastor, and so I've been giving counseling to a lot of men. I found out something, marriages as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find out that women are not stronger than men, physically, masculine.
Yes.
But when it comes to abuse, there's no way they can abuse a man physically.
Yeah.
So they do it emotionally. They do it in different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they abuse a man emotionally, and men in nature, they tend to defend their identity. They try to show that they are men, you know. They want to, but that's wrong, but there's a cause. If we go with a different approach by teaching our women how to handle men in marriages, in families, in the society, to avoid provoking men in different ways, I think we can get a good result of solving this problem of mental health and domestic violences that are happening in the country.
So typically, what would be some sort of exact examples of a woman abusing a man emotionally? Like how?
Yeah, look, like in marriages, not only in marriages, relationships, in the families, women, they tend to abuse men emotionally by depriving them, let me say depriving them their rights as husbands. You find out that they speak bad words, you know. Yeah, they punish men in different ways, and as this go on, a man makes comes up with some solution, and in that way, that's how they tend to go out of the way of the context, and they end up committing domestic violence. They end up committing crime of domestic violence.
Yeah.
And now when the law is coming, will not actually point at what caused it, what pushed the men to go into that, to do that. they just point at the result.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a man, it's your duty also to guard your character, to guard yourself, not to act the other way around. Even if you are being provoked, even if you are being abused in a different way, you need to come up with amicable measures to solve problems. But that's how men get it wrong in the society.
Yeah. I hope I'm not misunderstanding you, Prophet, because the thing is, I don't want, I hope you're not justifying to say that what men do to women
it's right,
is justified because they were provoked, and therefore that is their most natural reaction to I hope you're not saying that.
Yeah, no, I'm not justifying that. That's what I'm saying. As a man, you have to guard your character, not to act in a way that when you feel like you're provoked, that's why you do this, you know. But I'm just saying that we need to teach our women, especially when women are being released for marriages. In the society, when we are raising up our women, we need to teach them how to handle men. We need to teach them how to respect men. We need to teach them how to deal with marriages, you know, so that they don't break their houses indirectly. See, that's what is needed to be. That's the angle I want the government and the organizations that are dealing with the mental health issue right now to tackle on.
Yeah.
That approach. If we use that approach on different ways, I think we will find a solution to domestic violences.
Yeah. What I know, Mr. Nghuulikwa, is that when you get married, there are natural routines that you embark on, such as marriage counseling. I know people who spend many months here at Diebra in Windhoek, outside Windhoek, several weeks going there to be taught how to handle spouses. Because the thing is, you have boyfriend and girlfriend, never really lived together, except for short weekend special moments. And then the person goes back, and then but the moment you start cohabitating now as a married couple, obviously the dynamics change, because it's not gonna be cute all the time. There will be moments when your spouse is not as attractive as they used to be, because now you wake up in the same bed, you you smell each other's breath, and all those kind of things.
Obviously,
and the food, maybe you used to buy takeaways or eat out. Now suddenly you have to eat your wife's food, and she can't cook, and you're annoyed by her cooking or whatever. But that is those things are already happening.
Yeah, exactly.
I just feel that maybe there are other things. So let's move away from marriage for a moment. Let's just look at, because you spoke about, for example, the regulations being too feminine. I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, you know, when you're talking about being feminist, this is how say we need to do justice to men and the boy child.
Yeah.
So you find out, okay, I don't want to ponder on marriage mostly, because we are not just dealing on marriages, we're dealing with general issue that is happening in the society. You look at, for example, divorce law, marriage law. When a man divorce or wife and man divorce, there are laws that like you are obliged to comply with. For example, you'll be ordered to pay spousal maintenance, and most of the time you find out that it's a man that do that. It's mostly directing to a man. Spousal maintenance, you'll be maintaining your spouse while you are not together. You can be forced out to go outside the house, and you'll be like, you are the one to pay maintenance for your spouse, your ex. Actually, in actual effect, if you were to have like a partner who's not, you are not married, and you break up, are you obliged to maintain that ex? No, you can't. What you need to do is to maintain your children. If there are children involved, children are innocent. They need to be. That's why I'm saying most of them laws now, they are becoming feminist, and the society is more pointing on men, without knowing that the boy child is being pressured. The boy child is being everything is just pointing on the boy child. This is why they end up in suicide state, and all that mental breakdowns.
Yeah. Before we go for a break, look, I understand you broadly what you're trying to say here, Prophet, because it's a topic that is also doing a lot of rounds now on social media.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where people look at the appointments of officials of state, whether it's people appointed to parliament or appointed to cabinet. All these young people are women. There's not a single man that got appointed to that space. So people are complaining about it. But even when our government beat its chest lately, saying, "Oh, our cabinet is now 57% female," there are people who are saying, "But isn't that already putting men at a disadvantage? If we are talking about 50-50, why do we have 57% female instead of just having at least 49-51% roundabout? That is more balanced.
Yeah.
If you can have the strict 50-50 equation. So in that sense, I understand you. But let's go for a very short break, and then you come and address me on that.
Oh, thank you very much.
Tourism is a TV show that explores various touristic destinations, providing viewers with in-depth coverage of locations, events, and experiences. The show presents detailed insights into destinations, cultural highlights, and travel tips to engage both local and international audiences.
Moro Namibia, catch chill sessions every Saturday at 1900 hours on NTV, hosted by Michael Kayunde, for trending Namibian music videos and top entertainment news. Or alternatively, watch anytime on Echo via 1up2, your hub for all episodes.
Missed the madness? Catch every sharp jab, unfiltered truth, and political punchline from Second Take, the show that says what others won't. From presidential bloopers to policy absurdities, we satirize the powerful and poke the pompous. If you didn't catch the fire live, don't sweat it. Every single story is waiting for you on Echo. Find us at 102.com and Echo. In your time, on your terms.
Tourismus ist eine Fernsehsendung, die verschiedene Reiseziele vorstellt und den Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauern umfassende Einblicke in Orte, Veranstaltungen und Erlebnisse bietet. Die Sendung liefert detaillierte Informationen zu Zielen, kulturellen Höhepunkten und Reisetipps, um sowohl lokale als auch internationale Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer anzusprechen.
We continue with Erastus Nghuulikwa on the evening review. Now, we spoke about also the issue of financial abuse. I want you to engage me more directly on that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, before I go to financial abuse,
Yeah.
let me just ponder on laws being feminist.
Yeah.
To know the reason why laws are being feminist is because in the past, women they faced abuse.
Yes.
That was really something that happened in the past,
Yes.
whereby women were neglected, women were not put on power to be leaders and all that. Women were not really appointed in government positions. And the laws were made strict to address that instance that happened in the past.
Yes.
And I think by addressing it now, it was too much strict until now to this generation, whereby laws, when they were passed, they were more strict on the men.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it becomes too much feminist.
Yeah. I wrote in my editorial in Namibian Sun just last week or a week ago, where I said we must make sure that reversing the injustices of the past should not create new injustices.
Exactly. That's
So-
my point.
Yeah, so the bring it on par and then we run together. But if you cross the line of fairness and then you start, then you are starting again a new wave of discrimination, this time around against men. So I agree with you on that. But on financial abuse, what do you mean?
On financial abuse, let me talk about this way. Today we have women in society. When you look at women, it looks like we owe women. You owe a woman to be in a relationship with a woman. You owe a woman for you to get love, to be in love. You owe a woman.
Yeah.
A woman. So they tend to abuse men. The men have become ATMs. The men became banks. And if there's no money, my brother, sometimes I feel like there's no love for you. That's how men are facing.
Yeah.
And for men, if you have money, there's too much manipulation. Like I've seen the instances, generally, a lot of men, some are leaders, some are politicians, they have been brainwashed. You have a relationship with a person, and then at the end of the day, they brainwash you to give some kind of money. And probably if you don't give that money, they'll open a case, fake rape cases. I've seen a lot of brothers that are in jail right now. If you go to jail right now, you find out that many of brothers that are in jail, they are there with fake rape cases.
Yeah. The issue of it's. I just wanted to on the money issue. There is this joke that is circulating in recent years that if you broke up with a woman, it's like you are done paying off a particular thing that was deducting your money. Maybe it's like you've paid off your car because because it was a policy, because there was just this constant supply that you had to make, which is not very true. There are men today who are afraid of saying hi, even on WhatsApp to a lady, because the moment you say hi, you are already bombarded with the response will be about problems and how they need your assistance already, and that is just scary. I don't know how we got here as a country. On rape cases, there's also something that I saw last week on social media. I think South African Twitter account. The person says, "I would rather." In these cases of accusations of rape, that the person is saying, "I would rather believe a person who is making the allegation. If they are lying, that is on them, but I would rather believe them rather than believing the person who's being accused, because this one, if it happens that you are actually believing the accused person when in fact they have raped that person, that is worse. I would rather, between believing the two, it's safer to say, okay, you falsely accuse the person because you are a liar. But if I found out later that I've been defending a person who actually raped, that is very difficult.
Yeah.
But it's true what you're saying, that indeed, even here locally, there are incidents of fake rape stories that have happened. But because also the definition of rape also now has changed.
Yeah.
Young men like yourself, you go with a woman to your place, you go out with a woman and then you retreat to your place, and then you conclude that apparently just because she came over and you shared a bed, apparently it automatically meant that you have to have sex with each other, but that's not how it should be.
I think also men, they need to. Last week I was also teaching people. I say, look, we need to teach our men what is a date, especially when you don't know each other. A date doesn't mean that you are dating. It's a stance of knowing each other. It's a stance of getting to know each other and know what is the expectation and all that. But you find out that most of the time, these people, I don't know, there are people who are like in the mission, and they target, you know, these things of sugar daddies. They target big people like politicians, leaders, and businessmen. Mostly they target married people, knowing that if this person, I seduce this person and I go with this person, I'm going to brainwash this person. I want to say, I'm going to expose you either to social medias or to your wife and all that. Yes, it is morally, I'm a religious man. It's wrong to do that. But in case that brother fell of the temptation of that woman, now they began to brainwash this person. And if he doesn't do what she wants, they open fake rape cases. And you know, a rape case is a serious thing to accuse somebody's son. The seriousness of that nature and sentence thereof, the stigma and discrimination that you go through, that to say Erastus or Toivo is accused of rape, and you are writing on social media and all, sometimes you are not wrong, but you face discrimination. This is why I'm saying that men, they need justice about this. Women, they should know what they are playing with. They are playing with somebody's life and emotions.
Yeah. But I've also seen people saying, yeah, women who make these false allegations must face some sort of consequences also. Do you believe that they should face consequences if it has been proven later that they were just lying, as opposed to the current situation? You accuse a guy, if he gets arrested, he gets arrested. If he doesn't get arrested, it's okay, but nothing happens to you.
They should face consequences, because I think this, if a man that was working, for example, let me just give you some instance. I can't mention any names, but you find people like politicians who are rising, and then out of the blue, the person is removed from the position. You know, a business person or a manager somewhere, and then the company terminate the contract because they will look at the reputation of the company. You are putting the reputation of the company at stake, so they have to remove you. You go in jail. The court gives their decision. The man is not guilty. You spend 5 years dealing with that case. Down, you are not working. Your reputation is ruined. You lose business. This is the biggest loss. And women who are doing that, I think they need to know that this is a serious matter, and they need to be prosecuted and to be dealt with by the law.
Yeah. No, I understand. Obviously, if you lose your job, and also in court, you have to find a lawyer, want or not. Because otherwise, I mean, even if you're not deep inside your heart that you didn't commit the crime, you have to find that lawyer to propagate your position. Now you are unemployed already because of that issue. And then you still must find money to pay lawyers in order to save your life. So I understand the pain of being falsely accused in that sense. But the flip side of it is also that if we were to start punishing women for that, there are genuine victims who would also be scared to say, yes, he committed rape, but I don't know how to prove it properly. I would rather keep quiet, because if I can't prove it properly, then I'll be put in jail for lying or stuff like that.
No, why would you be afraid if you know you are talking the truth? If there's a truth involved, I will not be afraid if I open a case against somebody who stole if I know that it is Toivo who took it, I will not be afraid. Yeah. But if I know that I'm accusing the innocent Toivo, then my guilt conscience should give me that I'm accusing the poor man, you know? But you see, rape itself, the definition of rape, when you look at it in general, there are circumstances. Should by force. In the past, when it was described, a man should use force to sleep with a woman. But now,
it's consent.
Yeah.
Now it's more about consent.
Yeah,
there's a guy, it's a well-publicized case of a city police senior official.
Yeah.
There's no doubt from either side.
Yes.
Between the woman and the woman that sex did take place.
Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
The question is, Was it consensual? The guy
Yeah,
says it was consensual.
Yeah.
The woman says, no, I didn't consent. Those thin lines.
Yeah, the thin line. That's what I'm saying. There are also now new description of rape, whereby if you trick a woman, probably the woman was drunk. You make a woman to be drunk, and then you sleep with that person.
Yeah.
Or the woman can't, is underage. That's a new rape act now.
Yeah.
Of 2000, and yeah, it's a new one. It's not all about force now. It's about consent, yes. It's about coercive circumstances whereby you trick a woman with alcohol or any type of
drugs and stuff.
Drugs and stuff like that. Yes, it's rape. But there are some times when just a woman is demanding something from a man, or she want to take revenge. Maybe she heard you are getting married. Now, I'm gonna ruin this person's marriage. They open a fake case. There are even women who are having children, a child of 5 years or 6 years. Then I was raped, and this child came as a result of rape. Why didn't you open a case before? But now you are just opening when you heard the man is getting married, or you are opening a case just the man is becoming a minister or a chief executive somewhere. Yeah. Now you want to pull him down from the ladder that is climbing.
I understand.
So that's not fair.
I understand, my brother. We've run out of time, but it's always good conversations with you, Erastus. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Mr. Trevor.
Yeah, that is Erastus Nghuulikwa. He's a pastor at the Throne of Grace Ministry, and he is agitating tonight that men ought to be protected a little bit more than they are now. Thank you for watching.